What is up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everybody that clicked on this video? I know the caption caught your attention, right? Do you have a drive-through mentality? A lot of times we got to ask ourselves that serious question and be like, you know what does that guy mean by that, right? And I'm glad you clicked on this video because we're going to break it down together. A lot of times we live in an age and time where people want things right now, fast, instant, right now, no delay, and we want it right now. And a lot of times that really messes up our life, right? That messes up our family life, our business, our jobs, and everything else, and as well as our spiritual life with Christ. We got to ask ourselves a serious question. It's like, okay, do I have that mindset? Everywhere we look, we can have something as little as in the same day, couple hours, right? Couple hours pick up things. You can get stuff from the store, right? You order online, pick it up in the store. Better yet, you ain't got to leave your house. You can get like what 2 hour window to get some stuff delivered to your house and everything else. And a lot of time that's messing up a lot of people's mindset. I don't know about everybody, but I have to say for some people in this world that their mindset is so focused. Like if I can have something right now, instant, why can't I have the same thing for success? Well, it doesn't work like that. And I want to talk about Bible, biblical principles as well, because when you look at your life, right, whatever you sow in life, you are going to reap a harvest, right? And I love the Bible, how it has all these principles and it goes off by sowing and reaping, right? The benefit of that, when you plant a seed in your life, regardless of anything, you don't see instant results. And that's what you really got to grab a hold of that principle. And just the fact about the Bible itself, right? The gardening, every little details about that because it lets you know like, hey, things ain't going to happen instant, right? You come to Christ and yes, you are free, you are set free, you are redeemed. He became your savior. And sometimes you can look at your own life and be like, you know what, I accepted him, I believe with faith, I know I'm saved by grace through faith, but you might not see a fast change. Some people, they might have a life like that. They were like, okay, yeah, I came to Christ, woo, everything was gone, right? Maybe their life changed instantly. Maybe your life didn't. You're like, you know what? I'm still fighting with this temptation, but now I'm praying more, right? Because when you pray, you get your head into the word, you start to read, you start to meditate on it. What are you doing? Imagine if you were a plant, you're watering yourself every single day. You're getting closer to God and his word. And that's the same thing a lot of people got to do with their own day-to-day life. So when you see these things, you can instant. So if I'm on Amazon, okay, cool. I order something. I can have it as well. Maybe, what's my favorite one I like to see on Amazon all the time? It's like order now and you can get it, was like 4 a.m. delivery to like 10 a.m., etc. You can get it like within a couple hours and all these different details. And that's how a lot of people look at their life. They're like, you know what? If I choose to, pay a little extra money, I can get my marriage fixed instantly. And it doesn't work like that. You're going to have to do some hard investments. You're going to have to put some time in. You're going to have to work for that. And that's a seed. That's a seed you just put right there in the ground. And now you're waiting for it to start to reap a good harvest, but you got to put that work in. The harvest is going to depend on you. And a lot of people don't like that. People don't want to hear that, like, okay, I got to do some hard work. I got to wait. I can't have something instant. Yeah. And if you're that person that's like, I want something now. And don't get me wrong, I'm like that sometimes for some things. There's some stuff I ordered before, and you're like, man, I really need this, but that's the only time a thing broke or whatever happened, and I need this equipment. I need this part for my car or whatever, and that's okay. But when your mindset is so focused on a drive-through mindset that it's like, hey, whatever I do in life, I need to see results right now. If I don't see results, then let me go on to the next thing. And that's how a lot of people mindset are. They have that drive-through mindset. It's like, hey, I want to go up there, I want to order, I want to pay, I want to boom, done. I want the quick fix. You know, I want the quick fix that's going to give me results instant. If I don't see results, I'm bouncing. I'm going on to the next thing. So guys, at the end of this video, pretty much I want you to focus on, ask yourself that serious question. Do I have a drive-through mindset? Am I always looking for instant results? Or am I a person like, you know what? I'm going to wait because I know it's going to prepare me. I know these setbacks I'm dealing with right now is for me to learn, right? You didn't take a L. You might, hey, did this stuff work? This business I'm putting these hours in, is it working? Yes, it is. You planted a seed and you're going to have some adversities in your life. Like, let's be real. When you are gardening, when you plant something, right, you water it. Okay, you're going to have some adversities. Like, let's look at the birds, right? The birds gonna start pecking at your seeds, trying to eat the stuff that you planted, right? You're gonna have some bugs and everything else, right? And I'm gonna say those are your little adversities in life. Okay, you did what you need to do. You're like, all right, you know what? I am going to change my life for the better. I want a better marriage. I want to be a better father. I want to be a better mother. So you planted that seed, and here comes the adversities, right? You're gonna have some people are gonna start criticizing adversities. You're gonna have some difficult moments where you're like, man, I'm working late, I'm doing all this stuff, and I can't focus on being the good dad I wanted, or the good mother I wanted, or the good business owner, all that stuff. These are adversities. But if you keep on going, you're going to reap a harvest. You're going to start to see fruits in your life. And now, depending on how you manage your seed in life, right? So let's say you're like, you know what? I'm only going to do, let's see, I'm going to spend time with my kids once a month. You're like, wait, how do you do that, right? I don't have kids, but I'm just saying in general, I'm just using that as an example. Let's say, like, all right, each day I'm going to spend an hour with them and I'm gonna do the best I can. Over the course of a couple months, you're gonna start to see change, right? But if you're a person like, you know what, I'm not gonna put a lot of effort into my kids, right? I'm still busy doing all the other stuff, and I'm gonna see if I get any different type of results, right? And that's the type of gardening you're doing, right? You're cultivating your land, but you didn't do it as the way you should, and now you're upset. You're like, you know what, my kids didn't change, right? My plant that I put out there, the tomato seed I put out there, I didn't get the tomatoes I wanted because I didn't water, I didn't pour into them, I didn't nourish them, I didn't encourage it. All these different things. I didn't give enough sunlight to the plant out there, and I'm not seeing the results I wanted. And that's how a lot of people are in their day to day life, right? And you're like, I want a good marriage. Okay, cool. You planted that seed. Now it's time to put in that work, right? Can't have that drive through mindset no more. You got to go up there and, like, you know what? I got to get my hands dirty. I got to go out there and cultivate my land. I got to be kind to my wife or my husband, whatever. You got to be loving them. You got to be able to encourage them, help them in the time of need. You got to be patient. You got to be long suffering. You got to work with them. And over time, if you keep on doing it consistently, you're going to see some results, right? But if you have that drive through mindset, that's just like, hey, you know what? I want a different marriage. And whatever it is, you watch a couple DIY videos. You didn't go to counseling. You didn't do all the hard work, the cultivating, and you're expecting to have a full blown garden out there in your wife and your husband. No, it doesn't work that way because you didn't put in the necessary work. You didn't get your hands dirty. You weren't in the fields cultivating. And guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. I just really want to hit on that target and ask yourself that question. Do I have a drive through mindset? Do I have a drive through mindset? Am I looking for fast, instant results? Do I just go up to something, want to pay and get my stuff and continue on moving forward? Or am I willing to go out there in the fields to cultivate, willing to go out there and put the hard work in, the blood, the sweat, the tears to see results that are going to last? Because we know if you buy something quick, did you really get full? Sure. Right? Buying some food at McDonald's, Wendy's, whatever, Chick-fil-A, it gave you a good satisfaction, but it's nothing beats a home cooked meal, right? Putting that hard work in. I mean, food is food, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, what's one's going to leave a long lasting value, right? I went over there to McDonald's line, got the food, and my kids are all satisfied, right? Yeah, it's cool. It's convenient. It's easy. It makes life easier. But at the same time, that long lasting value, that seed that you planted, your kids are going to remember that, hey, mom and dad cooked. They had us in the kitchen. We were making a mess. We were having fun. All that blessings, all that good stuff, guys. And pretty much that's the end of this video. I want to keep on ramping it on, guys. So ask yourself that question. Do you have a drive-through mindset? If you do, you're going to have to start looking into yourself a little bit deeper and more, guys. And that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. All you guys stay blessed. And thank you for clicking the video.